Alright, so we've got, we just played black-white mid-range. This is black-red mid-range. We're, like, dancing around the Mardu. So, the black-white mid-range deck was kind of a bigger mid-range deck that was trying to go over the top of people. This deck is kind of taking the inverse approach, where this is a mid-rangey deck, but it's trying to kind of get under people, right? It is, it's trying to have some lightning bolts, and we're leveraging Faithless Looting, and while we don't have Lingering Souls, we do have Bloodghast to generate some card advantage. So we've got Hazorets and Goblin Rabblемasters, and of course Modern Staple Pack Rat to run some people down. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, this hand looks great. Gosh, Pack Rat Bloodghast is hot. Sign me up. Yeah, we did end 4-1. We beat Elves in the last match. So, pretty confident we want to Thoughtseize here on 1, especially because they mulliganed. Jarivu, thank you for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. We've got some wet balls here. So, you're saying there's a chance. We're gonna take the Ancient Stirrings here. And we're gonna hope there's a chance. Oh, you know what? Should I have taken a star or the worm coil? Alright, we tried, you know, just Tron things. Just Tron things. Let's bring this in. These collective brutalities are bad. These fatal pushes are terrible. K-Command and Abrade are, like, okay to a degree. I think Bolt's pretty good. What's going on, Mikey Yo-Yo? I don't know how people in America live without Prime. You have to wait multiple days to get the things you order from Amazon. That just sounds truly terrible. Why would you want to have to wait multiple days to get the things you ordered from Amazon? Mid-range, you say, sound the Tron horn. Basically. Ring the Tron bell. Some of us don't live in the middle of a cornfield, but, like, if you don't live in the middle of the cornfield, you can get same-day delivery from Amazon. You don't even have to wait 2 days. Is there a way to see when decks get updated on the webpage? I don't currently, but that's actually not a bad idea. Cookie Lord! With the sub-gift Roonies. Thank you for the support, Cookie. Because we don't need to give the wealthiest man in the world more money. Well, I mean, you're not just giving him stuff for free. You're buying stuff from him. So, it's weird to think of paying for a service as giving somebody something for free. Hot take. He's wealthy because the service he provides is very good. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to Thoughtseize this turn, but now I can't. I think I'm going to bin these two. Just hold on to the K command. Is there a way to see old deck lists of decks you played on the stream? Yeah, so everything I stream ends up on my YouTube channel, and underneath every YouTube video is the deck list that we played in that video. So, unlike a lot of people that steal music while they stream, because I have the rights to all of the audio that's going on my stream, I can archive everything and it has full audio for you. So, everything I stream ends up on my YouTube page. Rabblemaster, man, Mutavault is a combo with Rabblemaster and Pack Rat, huh? Anybody else had problems with Streamlabs? So, Thoughtseize here should hopefully give Rabblemaster time to close the game here. Turn 3 Rabble on the play. Coffees for closers. He's getting himself a cup of joe. What you got? I'm just going to take Karn here, because I've met Tron players before, and they're just going to, like, rip the nuts and kill us. So, I did enable, you have to verify to donate through an account. I didn't have that turned on previously, and having that turned on where you have to go through one of your associated accounts to donate gives me some chargeback protection for donations. I had an issue with that recently. So, I am enabling that rather than just saying I'm not taking PayPal for donations anymore. No, I have no... Did they draw Walking Ballista? Man, that's unfortunate for us. Tron players. I have no plans of returning to playing a bunch of Paper Magic. What's a chargeback mean? Basically, that means somebody sent me money, and then I played their deck and provided the service, and then they went to their credit card company and said, hey, someone stole my credit card and I didn't actually want this to happen. And if you've never been a vendor or an individual who provides a service before, basically the credit card companies always side with the buyer. There's like very little protection of someone providing a service. Basically, they are scum, correct. Jip, thank you for the 5-month resubscription there. This relationship has been amazing and you've treated me like a princess. Now time me out like the dirty girl that I am. How often does that happen? I've only had one issue with it. Yeah, we're kind of in a position to beat Ulamog, maybe. And that's one of the benefits. So there is an upcharge to pay for bits, but the biggest benefit that bits provide to me as a content producer is I guaranteed get money when somebody sends me bits. There's no chargebacks. Twitch deals with all that nonsense. It was the same person who scummed Jim Wannabe Beetle. Hey, Elmarian, thanks for the support. Yeah, we are all modern all the time these days. Well, we're gonna have game 3 on the draw here. Just this interface, man. Yeah, it's so weird too because you basically I thought it was strange because like the person that did the chargeback, like they had multiple donations to the channel and they only charged back one of them, and I was like, how can you claim fraud on like one single purchase when you made multiple purchases to the same place? Like somebody stole your credit card and bought stuff with it at the same place you always buy stuff. Like that's the argument that's good enough. But credit card companies make money off people using the credit cards, not people that they're paying the money to. So they pretty much all wait. So I need a third land here, but I also need a way to kill them. So I think keeping the Rabblemaster here is correct. Okay, Allure, I'm just going to time you out because you're a Magic player. Do you not understand that there's degrees of things that, like, buying something off a major site like Amazon versus a small specific vendor is very different? Correct, Wraith BK. I did that, and then they said, that doesn't matter. We're going to side and take the money back from you. Levitz, but in that case, that person could message me and say, hey, I had this issue, can you refund the money and not do a chargeback? Those things are different. A chargeback, in addition to taking the money, charges the vendor a fee. Like, the only reason to do a chargeback is if you're an asshole. If you're trying to screw somebody. It was a $200 donation plus a chargeback fee. And for the record, they intended to donate that amount. It was somebody that put up a chunk of the money for the owl costume, actually. And that's how far back people can do chargebacks, which is absurd. Like, they can charge back something from, like, up to 6 months ago. Alright, so we're in a good spot here. They fumbled, we poked them with discard spells, and now Rabblemaster plus Mutavault is going to close the game really fast. If they don't hit a dismember ASAP, they're going to lose here pretty quickly. You'd Liliana here? I don't think so. Like, I have them dead in 2 if I just attack with the Mutavault, right? Instead of attacking for 6 here, I attack for 9, right? Yeah, they're just dead next turn with the Mutavault attack here. What would you replace them with? I don't know, Colonel Owl. I'll update the list on my website at sometime soon. Chef Seth with the $10 donation. My first meme of Hoaglandia, if it's not good enough, put Splice Tribal into the queue. I missed your donation. And timeout request. I got you, wannabe Beetle. Yeah, they need to hit Tron Peace and payoff here, so hopefully they are dead. Rabblemaster Mutavault was really impressive here. We needed them to stumble a little bit, but the fact that they did stumble gave us adequate time to close out the game here with this. Yep. And I mean, Tron's a deck that mulligans a lot. Tron's a deck that's looking for very specific cards and wins on low starting hands often. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Friday out there. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. If you are enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support. So today is the day to celebrate all of my awesome subscribers. Y'all rock. Keep letting me do this as a job. We've had hit over 2,000 subscriber points this week, so we're going for 12 hours today. We had a bunch of awesome giveaways in chat as well, so I have exclamation point giveaway to get entered for those. Ricks with the $20 donation. A chargeback is a crappy thing to do, and you're my favorite streamer, so whilst I can't replace all 200, here's 20. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. Past subscribing and sending in donation decks. You can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Cardsphere.com. We'd love to help you turn some of your cards into other cards directed with other people. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Warhammer cards with them. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anaronix, Justin Nivick, and all of y'all out there. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. We're going to be playing Modern all day. We are currently just crossed over into Hour 2. Hoping to get through 7, 8, maybe even 9 decks today. We'll see how we're going. Just put it on the one in the queue. If that deck is too big of a meme, sounds good, Chef Seth. Are we up to 3 shill screens with the new sponsor? We are not. So the second sub banner actually dropped off this month. So it was perfect. It was perfect timing. It was perfect time. We're just on the 2 shill screens. We got BCW slotting in there nicely in between Traders and Honey. It's a shame, like, if this, one of these Bloodghast was a Trissy of Gad. Thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub there. I appreciate that. Welcome. Does BCW ship to Europe? I actually don't know that offhand, Slacker. That's something I should find out. I asked questions about, like, pricing and, well, I knew the pricing because I've actually bought their sleeves before. But I knew, I have a list of, like, which sleeves you can use with double face guards and stuff like that, but I forgot to ask about European shipping. Abigail, welcome back. Thank you for the Prime again. Do I want to keep a Thoughtseize? Is Rabblemaster and then be good in Jund? Kinda. I think if you're in Jund, Tracker's just a better 3-drop. It's slightly less aggressive, but I think it does a lot of what you're looking to do. Yeah, I think the Thoughtseize is a good keep here. Basic Mountain, they mulligan to 5. Some kind of poopy prison deck. So do I want to take... Oh, I should have let on Blood Crypt. That's a pretty big mistake here, actually. I got you, Tarantula. So if I would have let on Blood Crypt, I could have Faithless Looting before playing my land on 2 and then had Bloodghast back in play. And now I'm not going to be able to do that. I think I'm taking Rabblemaster because it's just going to kill us very quickly and I don't have a fetch land to Fatal Push it. I definitely missequenced my lands here, though. So I assume they're going to go land Ritual Sarkin. Yeah, and the reason why this is extra bad for us is, like, they have this Sarkin in play, and because of my land sequencing here, now I'm not going to have the ability to pressure this until 2 turns from now, which is just a big deal. BC does ship international. Sweet. Good stuff. Feels bad, man. And here's the other thing. So, like, now I'm getting doubly punished because I didn't play the Blood Crypt on 1. Okay, because I didn't play the Blood Crypt on 1, we weren't able to play a fetch land on 2. Thankfully, we ripped a second Swamp here like a champion. Rhino Who with the $10 donation. Thank you very much. People are dumb, but Flooping in a Gristle Pig sounds like a remedy. You're the best. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. That's actually a good question, but I don't know the answer. Can you pull up the full stream title on mobile? Man, that's unfortunate for us. All right, I guess I get to push the token Edict the Rabblemaster. I guess I get to push the token Edict the Rabblemaster. Seems good. I am a parent. I am perpetually tired. New Genesis, thanks for checking out, honey. I appreciate that. Ooh. I got you, Griffin. Tech Circuit here. I'm actually going to hold this land in my hand because we'll probably bin it to Pack Rat next turn. Looking to dodge, like, Anger at this point. Yeah, hopefully they just, like, draw a bunch of air. Sarkin... Alright, probably going to concede here. I've got one K command in my main deck. I'm gonna take a Faithless Looting and I'm gonna pack it in if we miss. Dang it, Bobby. That means we can win. Alright. Alright. Those are the worst straws. The one where you're like, well, I guess I'm still in this game that's miserable. We'll keep playing. So, this is supposed to be like a bottle of tea that you like keep in your fridge and pour into cups and drink out of it slowly. But like, I'm the only one in my house that drinks it, so I just drink out of the bottle. No, fat bald men is some people's fetish. It's strange, but apparently some people are into fat and bald. Stepdad fetish, yep. A thick, distinguished hairline. Yeah, Sarkhan is strange in the opponent's deck. It lets them provide card selection for cheap, but I question if it's better than Chandra. I guess they played in addition to Chandra, right? Yeah, usually they win through bridge by alting Chandra. So, we've got Sarkhan wearing him down. We've got Liliana ticking up. So, this is actually... I actually like just unsweetened tea. This is 0 calories, unsweetened tea. Alright. Is this a Get Lily to 7 ultimate? This might be a Get Lily to 7 ultimate. Why would we scoop? We're winning currently. We are currently ahead in this game. I think we're actually winning enough that I'm gonna do like planeswalkers, like bridges versus probably. They have for 4. They have like another chalice here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Uh. Okay. She's going the distance. She's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. She's racing and pacing and plotting a course. Do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. No, Sarkhan's fine up here because I get to attack this turn. Chat, I get to attack. I have a combat step if they get rid of the bridges. So, like, their plan is to try and win the game before 5 turns from now. Oh, Hazoret. You salty dog, you. Dog mom really punching the clock and going to work here. Giving him the old wet form. We always had multiple dogs growing up. Watching them assert dominance was always funny, especially when the smaller dog thought it would be dominant. Yeah, their hand could fill up, exactly. Alright, well, all these look great. Fatal pushes are not good here. Dreadbore is absurd. Brutality is probably not good enough. It's actually pretty clean. How do we feel about this? I think I like all the cards that are here. How good do you think the Blue-White Turns deck is? I don't know, Sirius. I haven't played an iteration like the one that we're going to play today before. The older iterations we've played always seemed bad, but this new build is very different. I think they misclicked the Lily alt. I don't know. I think they were up a creek without a paddle regardless, but it's possible they misclicked. When new people come in and ask about the size of the bottle, should I just tell them that, like, my head is small and the bottle is normal sized? I feel like we should do that, and everybody in chat should just play along. No pulse, we don't have green mana. We are a straight red-black midrange deck. Has Ob Nix been good? First time boarding him in. I like Ob Nixilis in general, though. No, I don't think Kalitas is very good. She doesn't really do well through a bridge. Like, Rabblemaster is pretty decent through a bridge. Pack Rat's, like, okay. Bloodghast is, like, card advantage with Faithless Looting. The free win red deck is very bad in Modern. Not only does the deck lack Ancient Tombs like you have in Legacy to make it good, but Chalice of the Void and Blood Moon just aren't very good in Modern. There's so many varying casting costs on spells in Modern, and there's so many decks that can play through a Blood Moon, and the deck just ends up coming up very short all the time in my experience. How do we... This is a mulligan, right? Hazoret's not good enough to keep a weak hand like this. They should have Sorceress Spyglasses post-board. Destraminator with the 3-0 donation. Additional democracy for cutting after Justin. Playing this in a fundraiser tomorrow. Can I share the link for those viewers in SoCal? Yeah, definitely, Destraminator. Definitely. Post that link up in chat. I think I'm gonna mulligan. I feel like Dog Mom is not, like, just not quite good enough to keep on her merit alone. Yeah, they probably win if they just, like, poke my Liliana. Well, I don't know if they guaranteed win, but they'd be in a much better spot to win, right? Don't worry. We're going to get to Amulet Titan. I promise we're going to get to Amulet Titan. We have many days worth of many hours worth of stuff today. Oh, I'm missing. Heartless Gitrog. There we go. So I'm going to hold this fetch land for now. We're getting punished for having bottomed the bolt. But I'm holding the fetch land for a hot second because we could draw a Fatal Push. No, I boarded out Fatal Push, didn't I? Maybe that was a mistake. I have K-Command to kill this next turn, which is nice at least. Why would I promise that? The amount of money people would have to send me for us to not make it to Amulet today is kind of absurd, so I'm just assuming it's not going to happen. I'll tell you what. I won't stop streaming today until we get to Amulet Titan. That's my promise. We are going to continue streaming until Amulet Titan gets played. That sounds like a challenge. The amount of money it would take to turn that into a 24-hour stream, I'm okay with that amount of money coming in. Remember, it's $100. You need to get to a deck to 100 points to push something back in my queue. Looting would be absurd here. Looting would be absurd. Dog Mom doesn't quite do anything yet, so I guess we're just casting Inquisition here. That's what it was. That was an I dare you to give me all your money. Zanman, howdy. Definitely just taking Rabbles here. And I think I'm just casting Bloodghast here, because I just want to get my hand empty so Dog Mom can go to town here. Just one time, Camwell. One entry per person. Sure. You have a bridge. Abrade's a good pickup. Time to make a GoFundMe for this. In order to enter, you need a valid Twitch username and then a valid email address. So next turn, we can Abrade plus start smashing. Probably see them ditch the Slagstorm here. What challenge did I miss? So I said that I promise we'll play Amulet today, and people are like, you can't make that promise. And I was like, well, now we're going to stream until we play Amulet today. That is an absurd draw, because it means I can do this, kill Sarkin, and they're left with a whole lot of nothing going on. Do. Nice deck. Do. Now that you're sponsored by BCW, does that mean you will go to paper events with Stevens and be the modern master you know you are? No, it does not. So, I have no intentions of starting to play every open again. In fact, when we were talking about sponsorships up, they asked me if I'd be interested in potentially being on the team, but their team requirements reasonably expect you to be at a number of events, and I just can't make that commitment. I just can't make that commitment. There's a giveaway for Europeans too. The signed playmats and the Cool Stuff inked gift codes will be good for international. So Cool Stuff Inc. ships international, and I'm going to be willing to ship my signed playmats international. Even Chandra here is not very good, right? Dog Mom just like takes him down. Have some ad bits. German Space Ace, thank you for the ad biddies. Bark, bark. Oof, there it is. What do you say to the people who complain Modern's too diverse? You know what I say to those people, Hicks? Don't play Modern. There's this idea among people that every format in Magic has to appeal to every person, and that if a format of Magic can't appeal to everyone, it must be bad. And like, that's just absurd. Like, example, I personally don't like Legacy. That doesn't mean Legacy's bad and needs to change. It just means it's not for me. And that's okay. Not every format has to be for me personally. I don't even think I want to play Pack Rat, right? I think I just want to like shock them with it. Dog Mom's got some bite to go with her bark. Thanks for doing all your due. Can you put these towards the black-green Eldrazi Rock deck, please? I can. Definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support. So, they're dead, right? We're going to go ahead and shock them, 5 them, shock them. Dog Mom was really sweet here. Against non-path decks, she's just, like, absurd, right? I know the Bloodghast has haste here, but there's no reason to let them survive with a bolt. Evening, Brendan. Afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is. Alright, quick 2-0 start here with the red-black mid-range deck. Beat Green Tron in the first match, which was a pretty impressive win, honestly. And came up strong against Mono Red Prison. Arf, arf. Oh yeah, that's true. They did tap their land wrong, didn't they? Good catch, good catch. Thank you for the 4-month resubscription there. I appreciate that. I need to watch season 3 of Rick and Morty. I never did that. Right? Season 3 exists? I feel like season 3 exists. Can you explain the amulet challenge you got and what that means for your streaming schedule? Basically, I just said that if people continue sending me $100 bills to cut in front of amulet, I'm going to keep streaming until we get to amulet. For the record, I don't expect people to keep sending me $100 bills. I'm fine just playing the decks that we have in order today and being done after 12 hours as scheduled. It's been so long. I should probably rewatch it from the start. We actually, I binge watched season 2, I think on a car, season 1 and 2 on a car ride to New Jersey, I think it was, forever ago. Huh. Cam Bam 37, thank you for the 4-month resub and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. I think I want to take the brutality here, huh? It's our piece of spot removal. We've got plenty of ways to kill their Pyromancer. Land is an excellent draw. Definitely want to Fatal Push the PZ. We get to Fatal Push PZ, untap Rabblemaster. That's really good for us. One of the things that's important in these interactive matchups is role assessment. And my gut definitely says that we're the beatdown in this matchup. Between their Lingering Souls and their Bedlams and their more Kolaghan's commands, I think our opponent's deck is certainly more controlling than we are. I've been a sub long enough that as a professional MTG girl, you are a professional when it comes to selling yourself as a product. Can you teach me your business smarts? It actually really surprises me how bad some people are at selling things on occasion. So like, for example, I'm currently working out a sponsorship deal with a standing desk company, and originally what they had set up was going to be that I would get a percentage of every sale that my referral code made. And I was like, well, how much do people that use my referral code save when they use it? And they're like, well, the people using your code don't save anything. I was like, why would people use my referral code if they don't save money for using it? Let's fix this. It's like, this is how you sell stuff. You gotta give a little to get a little. What is this deck? Straight red-black mid-range. We should have something set up next week, Creature. So I'm going to cast a Bolt here on a Spirit. While it's kind of low value, it does mean if I rip an untapped land next turn, I get to slam Dogmom into play and run them into the ground. Alright, do you have a removal spell or are you dead? So, Packrat's just a card that takes over the game. You don't really need cards to fuel Packrat, because when it goes unchecked, you don't play out lands because all your lands turn into Packrats. Like, you just kill them very quickly, right? This is Dogmom right here. This is Dogmom. For the uninitiated, Dogmom is this card. Arg. I do like that this is like a pseudo mirror where we get to board in Leyline and it doesn't do anything to us. As someone who does sales to make ends meet, it's hilarious when people realize that in order to have a demand on your product, you need to make it that so people, you meet it so they need to get your product and offering them something. Yep, yeah, exactly. What type of exercises do I do at the gym? My gym regiment is very loosey-goosey. I basically play on various weightlifting machines for an hour to 90 minutes, and then I walk on the treadmill for 3 miles, which usually takes me a little under an hour. So nothing super rigorous. I don't go to the gym to like tone up or lose weight. I just go to the gym because exercising makes me feel good. Do I want to cut? Why would I want to cut Bloodghast? Bloodghast is like one of our grindy elements. I think that's actually pretty good here. I think bolts and brutalities are pretty important here because they're going to allow me to kill young pyromancers while also not dying. Maybe I could trim some bolts. And I feel like I brought these over here because I kind of want to trim some discard spells. You like Damnation? I don't know that I'm a fan of Damnation. I can see Kalitas being fine. It doesn't die to their bolts. But like, what am I cutting here? Am I just like cutting all the discard spells? Do I want Dreadbore? I like that Dreadbore kills Bedlam Reveler, and I'm kind of short on ways to kill Bedlam Reveler. Yeah, Liliana is bad. That's a good suggestion. So, honestly, I think this much removal is probably too many. I'm going to trim 2 copies of Bolt, and I'm going to trim 4 of these discards. Well, I'm going to leave Thoughtseize in because Thoughtseize taking their Bedlams and their Planeswalkers is fine. And if I draw Thoughtseizes late, I can Faithless Looting through them. What should you run instead? Yeah, probably Treetop Village, Cambam. Treetop Village or other fetches. More Marsh Flats and Bloodstained Mires. I like that Collective Brutality allows me to have ways to take Kolaghan's command while still being a removal spell. I don't think I want to trim Hazoret. That was a $100 cut the line donation to get blue-white turns in there. Always remember, if your goal is to lose weight, the best way to lose weight is not going to the gym. The best way to lose weight is to diet. And while I am a vegetarian, I'm what my friend Mike Kletz Andrew refers to as a garbage-atarian. While I don't eat meat, I don't really eat healthy. I eat lots of trash. Hopefully they play Dr. Peasy here on 2, and we're just like, brutality, kill your thing, bin Bloodghast, discard spell and drain you. Correct, yeah, meat, I don't not eat meat because I think it's bad. I don't eat meat because I don't enjoy the taste of it. What does this do? Blood Chief's Ascension? What is going on? That's interesting, okay. Alright, I think I'm just gonna drain them and take a card here. I have these Bloodghast, just wanna like see what's up before I start committing threats. Sure. So this is gonna trigger there. Ooh, speaking of eating like garbage, my my lunch is here. So I just take Lingering Souls here? Take Helix and then Souls next turn. Well, they can't cast Helix, right? I'm gonna take Souls for now. Speaking, both Jimmy John's and Panera lets you place orders for delivery at a scheduled time. So whenever I do a long stream like this, I always order lunch that morning. So that way I can know I won't forget to eat. All right, so I'm just gonna do this again, and hopefully draw a land next turn. The Fatal Push, Bedlam Reveler, which are both pretty mediocre. I am a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for almost a decade now. No, over a decade. It was the summer I was 16. So yeah, over a decade. Almost 11 years. We're fueling Reveler. We're fueling Reveler. We ain't fueling anything. Ain't nobody fueling anything. Yay, BCW, new sponsor. Check them out. They're great. Oh, I'm super dumb. I didn't realize how low they were. I should have bolted them. I was opening a sandwich, chat. I'm gonna blame the sandwich on that one. 10 out of 10 should have bolted them last turn. We'd be putting them to 2 right now. It was a pretty big punt on my part. They're pretty far out of this, but did BCW sponsor me because they're close to me? I'm their team manager that goes to a lot of the open events. He's someone I've talked to a good deal. Rich. And I actually used their sleeves a number of times. They have 2 series of card sleeves. They have a a lower price point one that are like $2.50 for 50 sleeves. And we actually use those ones on a lot of our standard size board games because they hold up reasonably well and they're very good price points, like $5 for 100 or something like that. And then their elite guards are $6.50 for 80, I think, and those are the ones I've been using on my decks. Very, very reasonable stuff. I've actually got all the paper Warhammer cards I have sleeved in them. All right, I'm gonna mute myself and eat some sandwich here. I don't know about perfect fits hard. I know they work great with regular perfect fits, but I don't know about hards. $500 bits to eat unmuted. I don't want to gross people out. I'll lose viewers for that, Anar. And we're already gonna struggle with viewer count today because of running against the Grand Prix. Thanks everyone for being here, by the way. I got 700 people, even though we're streaming against the Grand Prix, so I appreciate that. You're the best, Dinner. What do they put on the veggie sandwich? So this hand looks like it has 5 lands in it, but it actually has 3 lands and 3 pack rats, so I'm gonna keep. What do we put on the veggie sandwich? I get the stock Jimmy John's veggie sandwich minus cucumbers plus onions. I'm not a big cucumber fan. Yeah, Demir Spy. People often act like it's hard to have a decent Twitch chat. It's really not. You just have to moderate it. This matchup is incredibly bad. I would believe that, Pikes. Alright, so they're offering us the ability to get a pack rat here. Definitely gonna decline and just jam Liliana since we drew that. Yeah, Terminus is something you have a hard time against for sure. I believe that. We are the aggro deck here, so just gonna try and run them down. Avocados. The Jimmy John sandwich actually had an avocado spread on it. It's one of the reasons why it's really good. Great Germ with a very generous brand new tier 2 sub. Thank you for that. Because my my tier 2 subs support me a little bit extra, I like to give them a little bit extra back. So be sure to take a look at the donation queue and then drop me a message in private of which deck that's already in there you'd like to bump by 10 points. My tier 2 subs get to bump a deck every month. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Damn it, Bobby. Well, that's really unfortunate. That feels really bad. Yeah, we should have played land first to play around a Logic Knot. It's a good point. That is a good suggestion. Peace, Red. Have a good one. It's one of those 3-day GP weekends. Well, I don't really want to make more rats in this matchup. I think I just want to, like, beat down with my pack rats and my Mutavaults, honestly. Like, they have so many sweepers that, like, making more rats in the face of, like, verdicts and, in the face of verdicts and things like that is bad. I'm doing well, Shadows. Look, no numbers with the $116 donation. Thank you for the absurd generosity. Let's check the message here. Cut the lines for both Zombie Loam and Naya Midrange. Sounds good, sounds good, sounds good. Wait, for which decks? Zombie, Loam, and Naya Midrange. Zombie Loam. This one gets plus 58, 68, right? Yep. Naya midrange. All right, that the amulet challenge is in effect. What's going on, Tianan? I mean, it's good to be in good company. So, do I want to hold this bolt for the Teferi? I don't think I do. I think I have these Mutavaults to pressure Teferi, and they're probably going to need to Teferi tick Liliana anyways, right? I have again just clicked too quickly. This should be in play. The reason why I didn't play this first is because I've clicked too quickly. Yeah, Justin cut the line with the turn stack, so we are eventually going to get no. So all of the decks listed in the stream title right now are 100 pointers. So red black turns, green black get rog, Naya midrange, and then Zombie Loam are all 100 pointers. Alright, so they flipped that over. So they're pretty obligated to tuck the Liliana here, I think. Well, remember that time? Remember that time I misclicked last turn? If I had the swamp, they'd be dead right now. Now I'm definitely just attacking them for 4, though. Definitely putting the 3. Someone asked about Vedalken Shackles. Vedalken Shackles has a pretty strict mana base requirement, and most decks that you would want Vedalken Shackles against have Kolaghan's Command and Abrade. Sounds good. Great germ. Will do. Did you wake up and think people were going to throw money at you like this today, Distrominator? So it was funny. So the red black was a donation last night. And I was like, all right, well, we've got one that's cutting in. And before we started, so that one got added. And then Christian's like, there's probably going to be more of those. And I was like, yeah, probably. All right, so they should be dead here. Should be dead here. I guess they could have a counter spell in here, technically. Mutavault's very good. I think this card is significantly underplayed in this format, for what it's worth. I'm just going for it here. Yeah, if we get a land, they were certainly dead. Hopefully this is just activating Azcanta. They have a Dispel in their main deck. Are there any decks I'm looking forward to playing today? Well, I hadn't answered that question, but we've gotten a lot of stuff pushed around, so we'll see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna trim 1 Pack Rat and 2 Bolts here. Honestly, maybe this Kalitas is just like a 3/4 is better than Pack Rat. I don't know. A 2 drop's pretty reasonable. I think I like this configuration. What do we think? I don't think Blood Moon is good in Modern. And I think a lot of the places you would potentially want Blood Moon, Mutavault is just a better card. You just want to attack them to death. I think people get so caught up in the games that Blood Moon wins for free, they just like blank out the games where you just like draw it and die because it didn't do anything. $12 with the brand new tier 3 sub. I really appreciate that. Thanks for that big level of support. If you'd like to add a new deck to the queue, please fill out the form that's linked under the stream or go to bit.ly/Google Submit. Or alternatively, if there's already a deck in the queue you'd like to bump by 40 points, just drop me a message in private and I'll get that in after the stream today. No, they do not, Nicholas Bolas. So they go after, so anyone that wants to cut another deck at this point is going to be 4 or 5 decks out because Turns, Gitrog, Naya, and Zombie Loam are all up there. There isn't a lot of anything in Modern. Modern's a very diverse format that has lots of different things going on. And I think, thanks XR, I appreciate that. Thanks for being one of my sub points and helping keep me employed here. A lot of the decks that you would classify as greedy mana bases in Modern that you're gonna try and justify Blood Moon as punishing, those decks are very fast and they just get under Blood Moon. Like, Humans is a great example of a deck I often hear people cite as a reason to play Blood Moon, and that deck laughs at Blood Moon in a lot of its games. So I'm going to escalate this, even though they could have a counterspell here, because I just want to get the Bloodghast in my bin. Like, escalating by getting the Bloodghast in my bin just, like, gives me a free Bloodghast next turn. Definitely 12 to 12. I am happy to get that added. Thank you for the support. So their hand's actually pretty bad here, huh? They've got double snap and a bunch of lands now since I took their cryptic command. Or snapping Serum Vision, sure. No, I did say Gitrog. After blue-white turns, we have green-black Gitrog monster. Huh. So, do I want to just Liliana Edict them? I kind of just want to Liliana Edict them. $38 to bump Necrotic Ooze. Sounds good. We're gonna Anoronics to avoid people adding dollars and pennies to jumping things around. I'm just treating all the cuts the same today. So Necrotic's gonna go in line. I appreciate the support. If you'd like to throw something else on plus 38, so that's 65, 73. If you'd like to throw the other 12 on something else, you can. So what I want to do here, we have like a bunch of choices. Like, Brutality, Escalate, Duress them is also kind of appealing because it lets me get the other Bloodghast into play. I think I want to do that. I think I want to do that. I think I'm going to kill. There's a chance we miss here, but they've drawn 2 cards, and their deck's like full of instants and sorceries, right? 12 on mill. Sounds good. Sounds good, will do. Sweet. We got another Cryptic Command out of their hand. This is really clean for us. So now we get to do this and get 2 Bloodghast back here. I would not be surprised if this matchup's bad for us, like the way the decks line up in general against each other, but I think we got a pretty good shot here. I'm concerned for your health. I don't think you're sleeping tonight. We'll see. We'll see. Terminus. That's a good one. That is pretty punishing. This is one of the many reasons why I think this matchup's probably bad for us. Hopefully we hit a couple of lands here. If we hit running lands into Bobby Nix, we should be okay. The Capitalist Pig. What a fitting username for this channel. Thanks for the 7 months and welcome back. I appreciate it. 2 decks until Get Rog monsters. We got blue-white turns next and then black-green Get Rog after that. What's my weekend stream look like? I'm not sure yet. I think we've got some family plans this weekend, I think, but I'm not sure if they're going to be Saturday or Sunday plans yet because there's potential for rain on both days. So I think we're going to kind of play it by ear and see which days it ends up raining. Will this deck be on my site? So one of the asterisk conditions for a deck to get on my site is I need to play it at least a minimum of 2 times. So basically, decks on the site are only added if we have, you know, enough times we played them, so I can have a really good feel for what they are. All right, if we draw a land here. So let's do this to start. I think I just want to leave Liliana on 2 here. What do we think? She's just going to die if they rip a land. I'm just going to leave her on 2. Perfect, Beetle will do. Man, a 4th land there would have been so absurd. I think we'd have run them into the game if we'd have run some lands off here. Temple of Tilt! Temple of Tilt! I'm just gonna run this first one into the counterspell they're holding up here. Just because, like, we're okay with that. If they path this, it gives us Ob Nix mana. Do I need double red or would I like triple black? I do need double red in some situations, so I guess we'll get that for now. They could be holding a negate, that's true. What's your take on bringing Leyline of the Voids in against Azcanta decks? That sounds really bad in my opinion. The new Stoneforge Mystic emote is A+. That's what we got for getting to 2,000 sub points. Got us a new toy. Alright, so now we just get to jam Bobby Nix here. New badge plus blue-black thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, I have a couple choices here. Dealer's choice. Love the content. Thank you, Gift Frog Monster. Do I want a Bobby Nix? If I Bobby Nix, the Colonnade kills me in 3. And I don't really have that many answers to Colonnade in my deck. I kind of just want to Thoughtseize plus Rabble. I think I just want to kill them. This could miss and feel bad. Sweet. 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 Get him. Get you. Get you. Arr, arr. Off to the races. Off to the races. Giddy up. Giddy up, Rabble. Giddy up. Bum ba dum ba dum ba da 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 da. Bum ba dum ba dum ba da 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 da. Yeah, if we hit land or a 1-mana spell, we get to jam Hazoret down their throat next turn too. Which is just, like, absurd. Get him. Get him. Arr. Arr. We have 4 copies of Bloodghast in our deck. Which is graveyard interaction and value. I don't think you need that much graveyard interaction. Whew! Whew! Lordy, lordy! Woo! Woo! Oh, baby. Oh, is anybody else getting hot and bothered, or is that just me? Is anybody else? I got you, Great Germ. I got you. Anybody else? Woo, woo. Don't opt into Terminus. Don't opt into Terminus. Don't opt into Terminus. Don't opt into Terminus. Have a heart. Have a heart. If you just go to bit.ly/HugelHoney in a Chrome or Firefox browser, I think they support other ones too. You should have all the directions on how to get going there. Snapcaster Mage is kind of bad for us here. Settle's also medium. Firing up Colonnade to trade for Goblin Rabblemaster is a huge win. Did you draw another path? You did not. All right, down to 6. And even if they beat the board, they have to beat Ob Nixilis after the fact too. This deck is on fire. Yeah, I like it a lot too. Like I said, we've beaten blue-white control and Tron, and I would not be surprised if those matchups generically are not good for this deck, but just the fact that this deck is able to produce some consistently aggressive draws really lets you steal games in matches that are not ideal for you. So Mutavault has synergy not only with Rabblemaster, but also with Packrat. Honestly, I kind of want a 4th Mutavault in the deck. I'd have to think about the mana base, but that card's been really good today. A little bit of Cryptic Command, a little bit of Snappy in my hand, a little bit of Path you fail to find, a little bit of Remand you don't mind, a little bit of Colonnade doesn't tap, a little bit of Jace might be a trap, a little bit of Teferi seems insane, a little bit of Terminus concede the game. Anon Amarth, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. That was great. I feel a little bad that I didn't get that we were gonna sing it we were gonna sing it from the start, but I feel like we segued into it really quickly once I picked it up. Was that intended to be done to the tune of Mambo number 5? Because it felt like Mambo number 5 to me, so we went with it. Mimbo number 5. That's fantastic. Just A+. All right, we're 4-0, so minimum of 4-1. What's in my Jimmy John's cup? So I'm bad. Generally, I try not to drink too much soda, but when I go for longer times like that, it was fantastic. Read the room correctly. I do have Coke in my cup today. Mimbo number 5. Ah, more Tron. All right. This sucks. I think we're just supposed to take the Walking Ballista. Our hand doesn't have any pressure, though. So, if I knew we were playing against Tron with this hand, I wouldn't have kept it. But again, like, this is just one of the dangers of playing a mid-range deck is sometimes your hand just doesn't line up well against what your opponent's playing game 1. And Geoff, so it's funny. Christy and I talked about that this morning, but I don't think we really have any Geoff-themed decks at the moment. Gosh, and I did it wrong again. I should always lead on the red source because now, again, I drew this Bloodghast, and now I can't get the Bloodghast into play till turn 3 because of how I sequenced my mana. Is 8-whack competitive? Yeah, I think it is. I think you will win plenty of matches with 8-whack. Who told Watsy we were 4-0? I thought Watsy would be busy with the Grand Prix. So we tried to be 4-0 here. Now we just can't be. Liliana is actually very good here. It's unfortunate we only have one piece of artifact removal in our main deck. It makes it harder to deal with these Oblivion Stones. I think Modern without fetches and without Blood would be a reasonable format. I don't know, maybe. I think like questions like that are kind of silly to think about, though, because it's just not something that's ever going to happen. What's my favorite deck in Modern right now? Probably the blue-red tempo deck. But honestly, there's just like so many sweet things in this format to be doing. Yes, definitely. Links are enabled in chat. So chat rules are simple. Act like an adult, you'll be treated like an adult. Act like a child, you'll be treated like a child. Okay. All right. They didn't have tower. Their deck must be broken. I think I just want to keep going up here to force them to crack this O-Stone, right? Am I at a point where this Dreadbore isn't useful? The Dreadbore's probably still useful. It's my favorite combo deck that is bad in Modern. That's bad. Probably Cheerios. Probably Cheerios. Not Silverland. There are so many sweet things. So many. It's hard to pick just one, chat. I got you, Zeke. Here is hoping if we rip a Kolaghan's command this turn, we could actually end up in a pretty decent spot. Wait, do they not have a land? Are they not playing Sanctum of Ugin here? Oh, I could have looted. I forgot I had looting in my bin. I genuinely forgot I had looting in my bin. Grab a mountain with this. So they have just Karn. So their game plan is rip Tron. Well, at least they know how to play to their deck strengths. They know how to play to their deck strengths. Rip Tron. Sure. They've got 2 shots to rip it here, I suppose, right? This Grishelbrand deck is sweet. Would I play Legacy if someone donated for Spanish Inquisition? Maybe. Maybe. I have Vintage Belcher. I have Vintage Belcher in the queue. Maybe when Vintage Belcher gets closer to the top, we can do a day that's like Vintage Belcher, Spanish Inquisition, regular Char Belcher, stuff like that. Just like set a bunch of money on fire. Gotta get some Stoneforge Mystics in chat. At least they're not casting Mother Stoneforge Mystic. Thank you, Aaron Forsyth. Thank you, Ian Duke. Just God bless America, my country. 'Tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of the I sing. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. What? What is happening? I don't understand what is happening. Does nobody know what Liliana of the Veil does? Is this just like the league where nobody knows what Liliana of the Veil does? That's what it feels like to me, right? Just like this card doesn't have a text box and nobody knows. I started complaining too soon. They don't know what magic cards do. God bless us, everyone. Your cards. Pick your stuff up. Let's go. Let's go. Steam Flogger Boss with the biddies. Thank you very. I feel like that pause was the reading Liliana pause. The like, oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. Do this? I think I want to do this. Yeah, let's do this. Survey says Hadouken! Hadouken! Ah, yeah. Yeah. Whee! Alright. Alrighty. That's what we were hoping for. That's what we were hoping for. Get him. Watch him just like rip off Tron here and just destroy us anyways. Untapped land. Untapped land. Untapped land. Ayo! Puppy! This is game 1. This is game the first. Get him. Dog mom's feeling feisty, chat. Dog mom is feeling feisty. I don't know why they didn't just blow up the Oblivion Stone. This is the second deck of the day. We've been live for a little over 3 hours. We played Black-White Planeswalkers, Black-White Midrange in the league before this one. Get some Damping Spheres, get some Abrade, get some Kolaghan's Command, Collective Brutality, and Fatal Push out. Trema Lightning Bolt is the last one. That feels good. Thanks, Foxes. I appreciate it. Thanks for being one of the 2K. I think this deck's actually pretty sweet. I think this deck's got a lot of neat stuff going on. Oh, I trimmed a pack rat last time? Yeah, that seems fair. Bolt's pretty good. Bolt can kill a Karn after it down ticks, and just like a little bit of reach is fine. Yeah, let's do it. Would I recommend building it? I mean, like, the cards that are expensive in this deck are, like, modern staples, right? Like Blackcleave Cliffs and Liliana the Veil, Thoughtseize. These cards go into a bunch of different things. It's like, if you build this deck and you decide, like, it's not good or not worth playing, you're not really going to be out a lot of money. Why no Field of Ruin? Because we want to kill people. We're an aggressive deck. While we are a mid-range deck, we're on the more aggressive spectrum as far as mid-range decks are concerned. So Mutavault allows us to pressure our opponent, whereas Field of Ruin lets you kind of go longer a little bit. I'm going to keep that. Again, we need a third land, but just like killing Tron is the most important part about playing against Tron. So like having a fast clock is important here. The mean to ask, since you played Grixis Fae, I've got the card pool for both that and blue-black, but not a lot of time to play. Plus, which would you recommend sleeving up? That's pretty close, honestly. I think they're both pretty reasonable. I think if you want to be more aggressive, you should play Grixis, but if you want to be more controlling, play the other one. Tron mulligans really well, and the fact that we don't have discard spells here is kind of medium for us. You could maybe argue I'm supposed to fetch Shock, or Shock this in so I can bolt them upstairs here. We could just get, like, turn 3 Wormcoiled here and just, like, be dead to rights. Ooh, we're spinning our tires. We're spinning our tires. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. All right, and again, this is, I don't think we ever beat Tron's best draws, but if they can miss a beat here, this Goblin Rabblemaster is going to close the game out very quickly. Walking Ballista, sure. Deal. Yeah, we do also have 3 Damping Spheres to draw to you. That is very true. Rabble-abba-ding-dong! So for those that didn't play with Rabblemaster in Standard, aren't familiar with the math, Rabble attacks for 1, then 6, then 8, then 10 uncontested. He closes very quickly if he's left alone. Yeah, yep. They're at 19. They're at a virtual 13, so 6 then 8 off the Rabblemaster is lethal in 2. And the best part is here, they don't know that they're on a 2-turn clock, right? Like... Okay, that's Tron. That's Scurry. I don't think I want to play Pack Rat here. Good chance they could like Oblivion Stone or Ugin us next turn. And with the Dreadbore, Ugin's like feasibly beatable in some way, shape, or form here. So I'm just gonna pass. Not playing the Pack Rat is worse against Karn, I guess. So maybe I should play it out for that reason. They have more Karns than Ugin, so maybe I should hedge that way. Nope, they had the Ugin. Yep, okay. So this is gonna be -3 for a clean sweep. I'm going to go ahead and fetch a Shockland tapped here since we're going to Dreadbore plus Pack Rat next turn anyways. I'm going to go ahead and send one of these bolts upstairs, just like start getting my hand empty a little bit faster for Dog Mom in case we pick her up. And I don't think I want to play the second one out because I might turn this one into a Pack Rat. It's also like reasonable to save this to like tag a Karn if they like play Karn and down tick. Hey, there's Dog Mom. So let's get that out of here. The 2 Dreadbores have been aces in this deck. Just very, very good consistently. If we rip a land here, we'll be in a pretty reasonable spot. Land or rebel. Land or rebel. Bloodghast. All right, that's castable and applies pressure, I suppose. No, any land would have been fine, because if I drew a tapped land there, it would still be okay, because like I'd get to like play Dog Mom and smash into Karn with her. Yeah, this does have haste, which is relevant. And then like next turn we get to smash with the Pupper regardless. So if they brick on having a scary here, we could potentially be in this game. But you know, their deck is 48 cards and has a bunch of demonic tutors in it, so the chances of them having nothing are absurdly low. We're probably going to concede to Ulamog here. If I played the Dragons deck, that's 6-1 the Mox. I have not. Everything I play on this channel is archived on my YouTube, so you can always find it there. Please be walking Ballista, please be walking Ballista, please be walking Ballista. That's how Magic the Gathering works. That's how Magic the Gathering works. I like I don't even have to ask for the Stoneforge mistakes. They're just there. Calling her a pupper makes me feel things. I mean, she is the dog mom, chat. We wouldn't be here were it not for the dog mom. The decks that are listed in the stream title are decks that we still have yet to play. So we'll be playing the blue-white turns deck after this. What doesn't grow dies, what dies grows. I don't think that's how that works. All praise. Dog Mom's been very good in this league. Just consistently impressive. Yeah, the new emote came out really well. It really did. I messaged my art guy and I was like, can we get Stoneforge Mystic in jail? I know this is going to be difficult in emote sides, but do your best. And I like what they ended up with. Yes, blue-white turns is basically a Fog Nexus of Fate deck with a bunch of Tefrees. So that'll be what we're playing next. This is game 3 against Tron in the 5th match of this league. We're currently 4-0, so if we can steal this match against Tron, we'll hit the 5-0 with this. The Hawaii 5-0. It was funny. One of my buddies was like, so what are you going to do, Jeff, if they unban Stoneforge Mystic? What will you complain about next? And I was like, Splinter Twin, duh. I think this is a mulligan. I feel like no wet ball, no clock is no keep. Maybe you could argue with the Faithless Looting it's worth a keep. Do I keep with the Faithless Looting? I guess I have Thoughtseize on 1. The looting gives me a lot of looks at a clock. I think it's a keep with the looting. This could go either way. This could mulligan for bingo. Get out of here. It's hard to take mulligan advice on close sevens from this chat because there's a bunch of people out there that just like want their bingo square. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her. Do do do. Do, 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 do. Alright, I forgot we're not allowed to 5-0. Forgot that wasn't allowed. Uncool to 5-0. Ooh, that's good. I think I'm gonna wait a turn to play that. I'm gonna lead on Faithless Looting here because we can find Bloodghast. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. All right, it's coming together, chat. I'm not gonna say that, like, anything's a lock, because obviously that's not the case, but, like, I am saying there's a chance. And that's all you can really ask for in life when you're playing a mid-range deck against Tron. All you can ask for is a chance. Just drop my wet ball into play here. We've got an Abrade to kill their Oblivion Stone next turn, which is great, because that's their best way to take this off the table. See how the rest of it shakes out from there. Now we need a Rabblemaster. Now we need a land and a Dog Mom. We need a way to actually end the game. Happy Friday, Hat Crab Zombie. Are we playing O-Stone out or no? Well, flashback Faithless Looting to get started here. See where we go from there. No, I intentionally didn't loot first last turn because I didn't have a bunch of cards in my hand that I necessarily wanted to discard. So I think when I didn't have cards that I necessarily wanted to bin, it was worth waiting. Because remember, we don't have a ton of graveyard value stuff in our deck, and each card we have is pretty important. So, like, next turn, we can go land, pack rat, start discarding. We have upgraded their Tron lands. Upgrade! Sure. Yeah, because to play and crack O-Stone in the same turn, they need 8 mana. Do I like this deck more than the Black-Red Kiln? Yeah, the Black-Red Kiln Fiend decks felt really disjointed when we played it. You can catch the archive of that on my YouTube channel. You can skip to the end if you don't want to watch the whole thing for my feedback and feelings after having just played it. Yeah, I agree. I think this deck's got a really sweet, cohesive game plan. I like a lot of what it has going on. And now we're gonna draw pack rats every turn for the rest of the game. Again, holding the Abrade, we know they have Oblivion Stone in their hand. I mean, a lot of things could, like, if they rip a Wormcoil, we could be in trouble. Put this towards some uncastable dragons plus Blood Moons will do Chubby Grunt. Thank you for the bits. 100 for... Yep, it's gonna be a tough nut to crack. This is one of the reasons why Tron is just so powerful. They have Walking Ballista too. No, it's just O-Stone, right? Okay, sure. Like, while this Damping Sphere is nice, thank you, Misanex. While this Damping Sphere is nice, you know, they just get to, like, eventually make their land drops and cast their spells, which is why our kind of medium-ish clock is kind of a big deal here. Do we try to loot into a Thoughtseize? No, I need to take the O-Stone off the table. I think we're more likely to win through the Worm Coil than we are to do anything else. Yeah, I mean, and we know they have this Sanctum here, so they're going to get to slam the Worm this turn. I mean, we're going to add, like, exponential power to the table here now, right? If they don't have another follow-up here, we're actually winning the game, right? Tron is cheap. So they hit us to 11. We hit them for 12, down to 12. They hit us to 5. We hit them for 20. Yeah, so they can't just attack here. They're losing the race if they attack this turn. Do decks go back to the bottom? What do you mean, Pikes? Yeah, if they just attack, we win. Worm Coil doesn't let them trigger Sanctum. To the bottom of the deck queue? No, deck's just going to however many points they're donated for, Pikes. So, Nabob! Thank you for the 12-month resub there. Pick up your sword along with your shield and defend the realm from Twitch chat. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Anything we can draw at this point is worse than Pack Rat, right? Yeah. So we need to hit for 24 through 1 blocker. There's a deck list on your screen. If you're on mobile, you can type !deck in chat to get a link to the deck list. Sure, Hep. I am talking specifically about what is on board. I can't beat things like Karn and Ugin, and the biggest mistake players make is exerting mental energy trying to figure out how they beat things that they're just never going to beat. So just, like, don't worry about it and try and beat the cards you can actually beat. Yeah, 5/6/6s is our first lethal attack. The giveaway I'm actually going to sort out over the weekend. So today is the only day you can enter, and then I'm going to worry about pulling winners later. So you do not need to be present to win, and we will notify the winners via email. We'll just fill out the thing, and then we'll mail some stuff out. So they're actually dead next turn, right? If they continue to draw nothing, we kill them next turn. You can find all of my previous played leagues on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Looks like they drew another threat. That's going to be lights out. Is it, though? Is it? Sure. We're already through our Abrade. Wow, no attacks. Okay. Dreadbore, thank you very much for the checking out, honey. I appreciate that. Welcome. Man, I really hope we draw Pack Rat next turn. Yes, we drew Pack Rat. Huh. That. Huh. Is that like our one card that's better than Pack Rat? I could make them discard in their draw step. But does discarding in their draw step do anything? So... they're probably going to pop the relic at end of turn, right? Is Shatter plus Shock lethal? No, so they're at a virtual 24. If they didn't have Relic, we could kill them, maybe. Yeah, they can block 2 and then they only take 15. I'm just gonna pass. The question is, if they crack this, do I want to shatter a Wormcoil and pick a creature back up out of my bin? Yeah, shattering the Wormcoil gives them extra blockers, which I actually think is bad for us. Awesome, K-Zizzle. Yeah, but like shattering it during blockers to negate life gain is just like worse than just like making more rats. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this happen. I think it's worse than just making. They don't have a card in their hand, chat. As with most mid-range matches against Tron, it ends with a Sai and a Nugan. Alright, we hit the 4-1. I'm impressed that we beat Tron even once that league. We came really close to beating them a second time there. My overall thoughts on the deck are it seems really sweet. I like a lot of what's going on here. I like the mix of Rabblemaster and Hazoret backed up by the efficient removal. Bloodghast is a sweet like graveyard synergy to enable Faithless Looting consistently while also being kind of an aggressive card in the mid to late game. Part of me really kind of wants a 4th Mutavault, but I'm not actually sure what I would cut. It might need to be a spell even. I didn't make them discard in their draw step because they had 2 cards in their hand. Also, like, we're only winning that game by making enough pack rats to kill them, so making more pack rats and hoping they're missing is playing to win. Shadow Falls, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate that. Love the stream, Jeff. Congrats on the 2,000 subs. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the support. Like we split Jund in half and got that. The command works fine. Command works right there. Click the link. It'll explain. Fill out the form. We'll send you an email if you win. This could be a Lava Claw Reaches deck. Maybe. Or it doesn't work, or the bot's dead. The tapped lands are meh. The tapped lands are meh. I don't know. Like the tapped lands, especially with like Dog Mom and like these Blackcleave Cliffs. I don't know. Like, I think this is a mid-range deck I'd probably need to play. The giveaway link appears to be broken at the moment. It's in my copy and paste somewhere, right? There you go. Click on that one. All right, what are we doing next? Playing blue white taking turns next.